Here we are. All right, let's wait for a few more of you to jump on. Nah, I just say that just because it's a bit of a joke, really. It's a bit of an inside joke for me. Look, good afternoon to anybody who may be watching. Good evening to anybody who's watching later. And good night to anybody who's watching after that. And good morning to anybody who might watch after that. So depending on what time of day you watch it, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Truman Show. Okay, so I just thought I'd do a live because I'm getting a bit tired of the same old. It's getting a bit monotonous now, and I'll tell you why. I'll just put that little stick in the corner. Yes, there we go, a little stick in the corner. Why are you at work? So here he is, the fat balding man with his fat beard and his fat head and his fat belly and his fat feet and his can't breathe and he's probably gonna have a heart attack soon. Yep, here he is. Here he is again. Oh, here we go again. So look, what am I getting bored of? I'm getting tired, and I think a lot of people are, of the same old coming out of these truthers' mouths. And there's one in particular. I won't mention names because I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so I'm going through a bit of stuff right now, which no doubt you will all be informed on at a later date. So yeah, first of all, there's been some lives done, and yeah, I do see them because I'm a troll. I'm on the troll sites. Well, I'm on one page actually, which is satire. And just for anyone who doesn't know what satire is, it's just talking in jest. So it's just a bit of fun, a bit of sort of outing of the lunacy of what is being said by these truther people. First of all is I keep hearing the words "get ready." Keep hearing the words "it's coming." What is? What is? Because the words "get ready" and "it's coming" have been said since the start of COVID. I don't know what's coming. Frankly, I'm not that particularly bothered. Who's got the laughing faces? So yeah, I don't know what we're getting ready for. These people do know what we're getting ready for, and they do know what's coming, but they don't tell us. So if you want us to get ready, what we're getting ready for, first of all, am I getting ready for dinner with my mum? Am I getting ready for drinks with the boys? Am I getting ready for, the end of the world? Do I need to, sharpen my tools so that I can, take some zombies' heads off? What am I getting ready for? What clothes do I need to wear? Is it a sliders kind of thing? Is it a shoes thing? Is it a boots thing? Will trainers suffice? Do I need loose clothing? Do I need a couple of layers? Do I need a backpack? So get ready. I don't know what for. If you're getting ready to go for a gala dinner, for example, you're going to wear a tuxedo. If you get ready for drinks with the boys, you might go out in tracky bottoms and t-shirt maybe. That's all I ever wear anyway because everything else is too tight. You might spruce up and put some jeans and a shirt on. Hoo-hoo. You might even put a suit jacket on. You never know. So that's what you're getting ready for. You know what you're getting ready for. But they're not telling us what we're getting ready for. If you want us to join your, I'll say cult, C-U-L-T. If you want us to join that way of thinking, you have to give us more information. Because, like anything, you don't go buy a car because it's just got four wheels. You need a bit more information about it. You don't need to know how much air's in the back tyre. You don't need to know, but you do ask certain questions. How many miles to the gallon? How much are the monthly repayments? Da-da-da-da-da. So you need to know certain things as to why you're getting ready. And also, what is coming? I don't know what's coming. Is it a new dawn of time? Is it a new ice age? Is it an apocalypse? Are the dead going to suddenly rise? I get to see my brothers again. Are the dead going to suddenly rise from? No, I don't. No, whoa, they've been created. Oh, what an idiot! It must be all those fat brains in my fat head that are causing me to think that way. So, but what's coming? Is it a new world order? When's that happening? You know, when you know, I've heard stories of another lockdown somewhere. When's that happening? You can't just say it's going to happen in the next few weeks. You know, give us some time to prepare. You know, next few weeks to me is the next 3 weeks. Okay. Otherwise, they would say next month. All right. So your time scales are a bit weird when you're saying it's coming. So first of all, it's coming this week. That's imminent. It's coming next week. That's next week. It's coming in the next 2 weeks. Okay, that's the week after next. It's coming in the next 3 weeks. Okay, it's coming next month, next quarter, next half a year. It's coming next year. When is this thing coming? And also, what is this thing? Because I'd like to know if I'm going to have a visitor to my door or not. You know, if somebody's coming to my house, they need to make an appointment. Otherwise, they get met with, you know, if I don't expect anybody at my door, then they get met with something that I can hit them with. You know, they get met with either some sharp object or they get met with some blunt object that would cause a lot of damage. So, you know, when something's happening, I need to know this stuff so that I can prepare and get ready. So there's just a couple of questions that I need to know. What's coming? When is it coming? How long do I need to be getting ready for? You know, if I'm going out at 7:30, I might start getting ready at 6. All right. It takes a long time to spruce up this face that only a mother could love. So, you know, and I've got to squeeze myself into my clothing because I'm fat. So, you know, I'd like to know when I need to start getting ready and what's coming. So let me know in the either the comments or the send me an inbox if you want. You can find me on Twitter at thebearded43 because I'm bearded and I'm 43. So yeah, what is coming? I wonder, and when. Okay, next thing is I'm tired of hearing show the love. Now, when you see, love to me is a doing word. Okay, it's not something that you just say. It's something that you do show. So show the love, great. Yep, absolutely. Show the love. But how is it possible to show the love while creating hate? How is it possible to show the love while creating fear? You can't do that. You can't you know, say to your partner, you can't create fear in your partner, for example, and then say, but I love you. It doesn't work that way. You know, that's the emotion. That it doesn't work that way. So show the love. I do get a bit tired of hearing that on videos that I do watch. Maybe I should stop watching the videos, but I do find them not only monotonous and boring, so it kind of dumbs down my life, but I also find them quite entertaining as well. So show the love. So that was my next question. So how can you show love when you create fear and spread hate? Okay. When I say create fear, what I mean is misinformed. They will say they're informed. I would say they're misinformed. But also when they are creating some kind of fear amongst people. And that is, you know, my first 2 questions are the fear factor. You know, get ready, it's coming. Okay, well, people fear the unknown. So give us a clue. You know, is it film? Is it TV? Is it a book? I don't know. Is it how many syllables is it? Does it sound like? How many syllables has it got? You know, so just give us some kind of clue as to what we're waiting for. And yeah, show the love. Show the love. It's very, very difficult for me, and I suppose for anybody that actually means it, to say the word love without some kind of emotional connection. Unless, of course, you don't believe your own words. So when I tell my my lady that I love her, I kind of emphasize the word. Okay, there's an inflection in the voice. But when you say, show the love, do you believe what you're saying? I don't think you do. I think it's just a case of let's see how many likes we can get. Let's see how popular I can get. And if you're doing things for popularity, then you're doing it for the wrong reason. Again, I do my videos, and I'll emphasize this, I do my videos for my opinions and to get things off my chest. I don't really care who's watching. I don't care who watches. It's just a way for me to get stuff off my chest and vent. And if somebody watches and they get help along the way, fine, great. If somebody watches and they mock it, fine, great, don't really care. So yeah, show the love. Next question, the truth. We're hearing the word truth. When I say we, I mean anybody that's either part of any kind of movement. When I say movement, I don't mean walking. I mean, you're all, these people that are part of movements generally just sit at the desk doing research, or, the only movement they do is when they're doing marches around London or whatever. So they are kind of a movement, but movement to me means something in transit. I think by the definition of the word, there has to be going from A to B, at least, for it to be considered movement. Like right now, my hands are moving, and there's probably going to be somebody that picks up on this and says something about it, Illuminati signs or whatever. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. So movement is something that is in transit. Why is everyone sat down doing nothing then? Okay. And if you are doing something, what is it you're doing? Why are you doing it? And what will the outcome be? Major questions that are not being asked. They are being asked, but they're just not being answered. When we ask the question, what is coming and, what do you mean by that? You'll find out, well, no. You can't play that game. You can't say, oh, you'll find out. Why don't you just tell me? If you're the all-seeing eye, if you're the person that's in the know and you're the all-seeing eye, why don't you just tell me what's coming, okay? Don't leave it up to chance. Just, if you're the all... And I'll tell you why they say that. I'll tell you why people say, you'll see. There's two reasons. Reason number one, again, people fear the unknown. So it leaves the mind and emotions open to interpretation. Okay? That in itself is mental abuse. Okay? That in itself is some kind of mind game. All right? These people don't like mind games because the government plays mind games. Government played mind games in COVID times. The government does this with the mind games. The media does this. The MSM does the mind game thing. And they don't like mind games, yet they play them. So what's coming? You'll find out. Okay, so you're going to leave me to affect my mental health. So you're not helping me in any kind of way. What you are doing is you're leaving me open to the unknown. Second reason, they don't have a fecking clue. What more can I say on that? Don't have a fecking clue. It's just learned behavior that they've heard, and they spiral it out of all context. So yeah, you'll see. But yeah, definitely show the love. It's the same old. I'm tired of hearing it. The next thing, the truth. Now, the one thing that people need to understand, and they must understand this, they have to understand this, is that we all have different beliefs. We all have different truths. Example. Just because you say your truth doesn't mean that matches my views or my opinion or my truth. Should I be wrong for that? Apparently, yes. Why? Because the lunacy versus logic, lunacy wins. The lunacy is it wins every single time. Okay? Yeah, lunacy wins every single time. But don't expect me to drop down to your level and be a little bit out there, because I'm not going to. Okay? I'm not going to lower myself to that rabbit hole that a lot of you are down so that you feel better about yourself. I'm not going to live in any kind of, rabbit hole, because after watching a lot of you truthers, you seem fearful. You're living in fear. And you're living with hate. And you're living with this fear of the unknown, and you're living in doom and gloom. I don't want that part of my life. I'm quite happy where I am. Or I could say it the other way. I'm happy where I am. It tells me you're not. Remember, 36% is tonality. I'm happy where I am. I don't need to go down any corridors and follow you, people. I am my own leader. I lead me. I am my own army. I fight for myself, as well as obviously my family. So this truth thing. Truths are different, as our beliefs are different. So when these people say, speak your truth, what they are openly doing is they're saying, look, I'm speaking my truth. So, for example, I can see Paul's watching, so I'll use you as an example. Paul, you speak your truth. And once you've done that, we have two opinions. We have two truths. Okay? Your beliefs, my beliefs. Your words, my words. All right? But then when you speak your truth, I then shut you down, call you all the names under the sun, etc., etc., etc. Lots of negatives comes your way. So, am I asking you to speak your truth, or am I just saying speak your truth as a generic thing because I want your truth to match my truth? I want your beliefs to match my beliefs. The world doesn't work that way. Can you hear Doug? The world doesn't work that way. We are all, every single one of us on this planet are unique. We all have different truths, opinions, beliefs, etc., etc., etc. So when somebody says to me, speak your truth, be careful, because it might not match what you're saying. And if it doesn't match what you're saying, I would be more than happy to open a debate on that, so you can sell me on the idea and maybe try to change my mind. However, you can't try to change my mind if all I hear in your voice is the same words over and over again. It's like a broken record. Love, truth, is coming, blah, 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 blah. We don't agree on everything, but at least we haven't fallen out and we have respected each other's opinion. When the truth is that speak, so say speak your truth, they mean speak their truths, or else. Exactly. And this is where I did a video on 3 sides to the coin. This is where you, Paul, would be the third side of the coin kind of viewer. All right? You've got an opinion. I've got an opinion. The thing is with opinions is they're like arseholes. Everybody's got one. About anything. Some are bigger than others. But no, we don't fall out. There's no need to. What's the point? Just because you don't agree with something I say, what's the point in me berating you and saying you're wrong, you're full of crap, you're this, you're that? There's no point in that. And vice versa. All right? Because where does that get us? That just means that there's two people that have got two different opinions, two heads are better than one, and then one head again. Split. All right? we're not looking at things from the third side of the coin. We're all looking at things from my side of the coin or your side of the coin. So yeah, speak their truth. Yeah, you're right. You are 100% spot on. That's basically what they mean, is when you hear somebody say, speak your truth, they're not saying that. Unless it's me, of course. Or somebody, you know, that's not closed off, that's not blinkered, that's not sidelined. When they say that, what they're actually saying is, like Paul's just said, speak your truth, so long as it's my truth. Though we do agree on quite a lot of things. Yeah, we do, because, you know, like I've just said, Paul, you know, you seem to be one of the third side of the coin viewers. All right? And they're the people you want to be around, really. You want to be with somebody that can say A, B, something in the middle. I'll look at all three sides. So you do seem that sort of person. So yeah, speak your truth, providing it's my truth. Now that's wrong. That's wrong. That's not a freedom of speech. That's not a freedom of action. That's not a freedom of well, it's not a freedom. It's a condemnity. Now, I don't know if that's a word, but I like it. Condemnity. You get condemned. Now, I was part of the, you know, the COVID's this and, you know, the lockdowns of this. I was part of all that. And I still, to this day, do believe that the lockdowns weren't necessary. I do, to this day, believe that the pandemic wasn't as huge as it was portrayed. I also believe that there is a virus, is a virus, labelled COVID-19. I also do believe that said virus, like many other viruses, has and does kill people. I do believe that. I just didn't believe the numbers. Okay? And I'll stand by that to this day. I've said on many videos that that's what I believe. You know, I won't tell somebody not to wear a mask. I won't tell somebody not to get vaccinated. I won't push my views via a megaphone onto other people outside a COVID vaccination site. I won't do that, okay? Because people need to make their own decision on certain things. No. People need to make their own decision on everything. So that's speaking your truth. The next thing is the narcissistic tendencies. And do it my way or the highway is a narcissistic tendency. Okay? Thinking that you are better than everybody else is a narcissistic tendency. Spreading lies about other people is a narcissistic tendency. Now, I don't really, you know, I used to be one hell of a liar. I used to be a liar, a cheat. I was a horrible husband, albeit I wasn't abusive physically. I used to just be horrible. I was probably, you know, one of the worst husbands ever. I'm now divorced. But like I've said in videos, me and Mind, we don't have secrets. We don't argue. And we don't lie. So the one thing that we don't like is people spreading lies about us. That there is that's an emotional game. Not only a mind game, but an emotional game as well. And you will find that in this... Alright, take it easy, dude. So you can catch up later. Bearded Opinion, subscribe to it. In this world, you know... I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, in this movement, there are a lot of games going on. There are, like I said, the mind game with, you'll find out. There are the emotional games with, the lies about partnerships and things. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Pinch of salt is how I would describe a lot of it. So playing those kind of games isn't really showing the love. And you kind of get condemned by association. Like, I've been condemned as a troll. I know I look like one. Maybe I am one. I'm not particularly bothered. But also, for example, somebody that says show the love and help out your brothers and sisters, that's my next thing. Help out your brothers and sisters, to then associate themselves with somebody who has a vile tongue, hate in their heart, and amongst other things, which I won't go into just yet, amongst other things, we focus on the negative. So we may then say, right, okay, this person over here has said, show the love, look at your brothers and sisters, help everybody. But then their buddy is just hatred. How do those two match? Should this person who is showing compassion not then say to this person, look, you're not really portraying what we are saying. You might hear people get fired from the jobs because they're just not right for the company. They're just not portraying what the company values are all about. So you've got to ask yourself this question. Your values over here of show the love, worship God, whatever, your values over here surely are contradicted by the values over here from this other person. Yet you associate. I very much doubt I would go to church and hear the words, you effing C-U-N whatever. You're a fat, you baldy. I very much doubt I would hear those words from somebody that is saying, God is judge. I very much doubt that. And if I did, well then I'd probably find another church. So the brothers and sisters, we are all God's children. We are all related in some way. We came from Adam and Eve, apparently. That would be the Christian way. So we are all brothers and sisters. So why would you hate on your brother and your sister? Why would you hate on them? We can have mockery. Mockery is just a joke. Mockery is just me taking the piss out of you. It's called a laugh. Instead of coming back with hate and vileness, if that's even a word, why don't you just mock us back? And when I say mock us back, don't get personal about it. Don't come out with the bald, the beard, the fat, because you're stating the obvious. If you're going to mock somebody, make it funny. Make it funny. I mean, I like to have a joke as well as the next fat person. But make it funny. I hear Santa Claus all the time. That's funny. I mean, it's not very original, but it's funny. So yeah, why would you cause hate on your brother and sister? Are you choosing your family? Because brothers and sisters is family. So are you choosing your family? Or is everybody brother and sister? That was my next question. And if everybody's your brother and sister, and you're not choosing your family, then why spread hate? Why spread fear? Why not let your brothers and sisters know what's happening instead of just saying, it's coming? We're only going to tell a select few though. Well, hang on a minute. Contradiction. And there's the next one. Contradiction. You will hear from a truther's mouth a hell of a lot of contradiction. Example. You can't in one moment bless the Lord or praise the Lord, and then in the next moment tell a dirty joke. You lose all credibility here. Just the same as you can't tell a dirty joke and then praise the Lord. You lose all credibility here. People will always focus on the negatives you've done, not the positives. So if you're praising the Lord one minute and telling a dirty joke the next, you lose all credibility. If you're telling a dirty joke one minute and praising the Lord the next, people focus on the negative, you lose all credibility. Major contradiction. COVID. They say was a hoax, wasn't real. Okay? This is their words. COVID isn't real. I am here to tell you it is. I am here to tell you that COVID is a real thing. Okay? And then I have seen a live of somebody going to a wall, with the COVID wall, and complaining about COVID. But hang on a second. If COVID wasn't real, why is that wall relevant to you? Contradiction. Major. Lockdowns weren't necessary. Okay. So you'll go out. Fair enough. You're not contradicting that. At the beginning of a phone call or a live, saying one thing, but then turning it around to something else. So you start your live by saying, okay, the sky's blue, right? And then, and you go on for 20, 30 minutes and you say, right, okay, now I've never said the sky's blue. Contradiction. Dick. On. I do understand that these truthers are trying to breed confidence in people. What they need to do is they need to look up the word confidence and where it originated from. Confidence was you were known as a confidence man if you were actually a con man. So confidence is just a bigger word to the word con. If you don't feel it, fake it. It's just a con. Okay? Confidence is something we become, we develop. Okay? So yeah, I know they're trying to develop confidence in people, but confidence is confidence man. You are a con man, is what confidence means. You can Google it, but they don't use Google. I don't know what other search engine they use because everybody uses Google. I don't think there's anything else I can discuss today. The truthers need to understand that we are not all for them. We are not all with them. But just because that's the case, does that mean that we should be berated and punished for it? Demons. Even though we are all, this is again a contradiction, even though we are all children of God, we are all children of God. Why does the word demon need to come out? Because if we're all children of God and everybody gets accepted into the pearly gates, because God forgives all children. So that's the saying, isn't it? God forgives all children. God forgives all of his children. So if we're all children of God, we're going to go to the pearly gates and we're all going to be forgiven. Does that not negate hell and the devil? I think it does. I'll say it again. We are all children of God, brothers and sisters. Hello, my lovely. I love it when her face pops up. We are all children of God, brothers and sisters, family, children of God. We go to the pearly gates. God forgives all his children. We are all forgiven. We are all in heaven. That would then negate hell and the devil. Because we're all forgiven, so we're all there anyway. And who says that heaven's up there? Who says that hell's down there? My belief is that right now we are in hell. That's my belief. I believe that death is actually birth. That's my belief. I believe that we are here because life is hard, man. Life is tough. Hey. Life is solid. It's hard to break through. And we've got all these trials and tribulations. And we, before you die, you're meant to learn lessons, etc. Why do people say that? They've learned the lessons now that it's your time to go. Okay. Well, if it's my time to go and I've learnt my lessons, clearly I've spent my time in hell and my death is actually my birth. That's the way I see it. And I see that where we are now is just because of everything that comes your way. It's hard work. It's difficult. So I see where we are now as a hell. And our death, what we perceive as death, is actually our birth. And we're all going to a better place. And those that live longer, or that have longer on this planet, those that live forever are condemned to hell. And again, the saying goes, God takes the angels first. Come on, can you not see how much contradiction there is in all these sayings? I mean, all these sayings must be a load of baloney. Hungry, says the fat guy on the sofa. All these sayings, they mean something. They've come from somewhere. They've come from somewhere. Your body's just a vessel. Okay, fair enough. So when my spirit leaves my body, where's it going to go? If I haven't learned my lessons that I need to learn, maybe I'm condemned to this right now as my hell. And I have to be the person or the spirit that sees my loved ones pass away. Because I am in spirit and I'm seeing this. I have to be in spirit and I'm going to have to see the end of this, the end of that, this thing coming to an end, world wars, end of the world, etc. That's my hell. If I've not learnt my lessons. But if I have learnt my lessons, then I'll just pop back every now and again. It's like an outing. But I'll be sleeping up there. I try to be a good person every day. So yeah, major contradictions. Major contradictions. It's cray, man. It's cray. There was something else. I've forgotten what. Mindy always throws me off. Don't know. So yeah. That's where we're at. I can't think of anything else that's said that's just monotonous. It's just the same old, you know, boring, you know, said with a boring tone, and I just don't get it. You know, another contradiction. Truthers slag off people like Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates. Where do they do it? On technology. What did I do? You appeared, my darling. You appeared. On technology that probably Bill Gates had something to do with, and on a platform that Mark Zuckerberg owns. How can you slag these people off? You know, that's like walking into someone's house and saying, "Oh, this house is shit." Well, hang on a minute. You know, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's crazy. Or, you know, drinking in the same pub for God knows how many years and saying, "Oh, this is the right dump, is this?" Well, change. Do you know what I mean? You can't do that. Mark Zuckerberg's a wanker. Okay, well, where are you saying that? On Facebook. Ah. Understood. On what? My laptop. Okay. So, what sort of laptop is it? It's a Microsoft one. Oh. That's the programming running, is it? Yeah. Running Microsoft, yeah. Bill Gates is the devil. Oh, yeah. Come on. I mean, for feck's sake, man. Are you serious? Unbelievable. What was I watching? It's on a film. It's on a film. Somebody says, you know, they're saying they can't kick me out. Where are they saying it? In the parking lot. You can't kick me out. Where are you saying it? In the parking lot. You know, it's one of those, isn't it? It's crazy. It's yeah. That's why I call them COVID conspiracy crazies. So, Facebook shit. Status update on Facebook. Man, oh man. Yeah. Chemtrails. I think I've mentioned that before. Chemtrails. Why are the birds not dying? Don't know. Question on Free Fuel Fridays, by the way. Does this happen once a blue moon, or does this happen every single time somebody puts 7 litres in? Just a question. Not a dig. It's just curiosity. We can mention them again. I'm not mentioning anybody. I'm not mentioning no names. I'm just curious. So I did a video on Free Fuel Friday. So, you know, these people that are doing the Free Fuel Friday, are they doing it once, or do they do it every single time they put fuel in? Because if they're doing it once, they are then contradicting themselves. Too many grifters on the right wing. Chemtrails. Yeah, we can mention chemtrails. To me, it's just stuff in the sky. It's just, I don't know. It's been killing me for 43 years. And these poor buggers, I'll tell you what, these poor buggers that are dying in the 90s and, you know, that are getting to 101, it's been killing them for 100 years. 100 years, oh. Do you know what I mean? It's, come on. If chemtrails are that bad, you know, surely they wouldn't put it so high up in the sky so that it can just evaporate and dissolve into nothing. Where was I? I've gone off track now, Jamie, you bugger. Oh yeah, Free Fuel Friday. So, does it happen once while you're on live and you put 7 litres in for 10 quid? Or are you only putting 7 litres in every time you go to the petrol station, only paying 10 quid? Because I'll tell you this, I put 20 quid in my car the other day, just 20 quid. I only got just over 13 litres for 20 quid. mad, innit? That is bonkers. I paid 20 quid. I don't go for litres, I go for the monetary value. Because if I think, I'm going to put 50 litres in my car, and 50 litres is, say, £100, and I've only got 90, well then, I'm not going to put 50 litres in, I'm going to put 90 quid's worth in. Do you know what I mean? And 90 quid's of these days will get you from pump A to pump B. So, you literally, it literally is going to be pump A to pump B. It might get you off the forecourt. You might have to take a jerry can and fill up again. That was another thing I've heard. Being told to stock up on food and water. That's never a bad thing. But to stock up on fuel and petrol, to go to the petrol station and stock up on petrol. Now, fuel from the pumps, has a shelf life of between 3 to 6 months. So while you're stocking up, just know that the expiry date is going to happen. And the chances are that you may ruin your car. That rhymes, so it has to be true. If chemtrails are a thing, you wouldn't be plant anything, just people spouting without any substance. Hilarious. If chemtrails are a thing, you wouldn't plant anything. Well, no, but it's covered in pesticides anyway and stuff like that, innit? But that don't stop me eating. I don't really care what's in food these days. I just know that if I want to continue living, I will eat. If I'm thirsty and the only thing around is tap water, I will drink tap water. All right, if the sauce is there, and I don't mean ketchup or have they renamed it HP sauce? I forget what they've renamed it because of the Jubilee. If the sauce is there, so I'm thirsty, there is a source of water, I will drink it. It doesn't matter, You're not telling me if you're walking across the desert, you've been there for 2 days, and you've not had a drink in 2 days, that you come across some sandy water, some dirty water, that you're not going to drink it. You will drink it to stay alive, if staying alive is your choice. They're going about chemtrails. Yeah, a lot of them still jump on a plane for their jolly. That might have been what I was going to talk about. Thank you. Chemtrails, yes. So, ozone layer, this, that, and the other, chemtrails, da-da-da-da. But yes, they do go on holidays for their jollies. So they do go on aeroplane, and they do drive cars. If you're that bothered, why are you driving a car? If you're that bothered about pollution and what it's doing to us, I got it. If you're that bothered about pollution and what it's doing to us, why are you driving your car? Why don't you walk everywhere? And if you're also that bothered about pollution and what it's doing to us, why do you spout so much hot air? Is my question. Got a lot of questions. Now, I am willing to bet that not one truther will be able to answer any of my questions. Not one truther. They won't be able to answer it. And if they do answer it, they will answer it in a roundabout kind of way. They're never open for debate. They're only open for dictate. Oh. I like it. It's never debate. It's always, whenever you talk to these people, you have to shout because they don't let you get a word in edgeways. So it's never debate. It's always dictate. They always assassinate before they educate. And you should always educate before you assassinate. Think about some other people that were dictators in our lifetime or pre our lifetime. These dictators don't last long. We've got him himself. You've got Stalin. You've got Mao Zedong. There's lots of them. You've got Genghis Khan. All dictators, etc., etc. But then these people will also believe that even that's a lie. So, say 1940 to 1945, that was all a lie. I'm sure there's millions of Jewish people out there that would appreciate that. I'm sure there's millions of Germans that appreciate that. I do believe they don't talk about it in Germany, though. I do believe it's been written out of the books, which is fair cut. Fair cut. That's what it was. Got it. I've got it. Okay. During the COVID times and the New World Order times and the negative influence that our government may have had on us, I believed that the authorities were going to take us back to 1945. If you've ever watched the film, watch the film. It's a brilliant film. I'm not one for reading books, but there is a book, 1945, George Orwell, also Animal Farm as well, which again is a great book and a good cartoon, and I would quite happy to watch that. Yeah, as a Jew myself, it's always pleasant when they deny the Holocaust. I'm not surprised. All right, Unc. 1984. Sorry, Mint. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So 1984, George Orwell, and watch the film as well. I think it's William Hurt. Now, I thought that you can put a smiley face if you want. You can put a laughing face. I don't mind laughers. And I say laughers all over us. I don't mind loaves either. As long as there's some pepperoni in them. Ham and cheese, nice. Who's laughing? So 1984. This is my last point now. I believe that the government and the authorities were going to make us 1984, okay? Where they would censor us and they would basically put us into our little boxes so that we could then rewrite the spoken word, all right? And what happened is these people that were in these boxes worked for the newspaper. So the newspaper comes through and they would remove anything that was negative. Untruthers contradicting themselves. Someone did a live after his ban and said music is Satan's distraction. He starts every man. I'm gonna get him minned. I'll get Jamie. I'll sort him out. Oh, hang on a second. Chill. All right. Satan's distraction. Oh well, I'm sorry. If it's if music, Elizabeth. It's a good point. If music is Satan's distraction, why do churches have hymn books? Why do churches sing? Why do you go to church and there's a choir? Why does that happen? If music is Satan's distraction, why go to midnight mass and sing a song? Why go to church and sing hallelujah? Why do that? Does that mean the church is now Satan's distraction? There is an earlier version of the 1984 film available for free on YouTube, maybe made in 1956, which watched the updated colour version. All right, cool. So yeah, there's John's put there's another version of 1984, made in 1956. Coolio. Sorry, truthers. I believe robots are from the future. No, Jamie. No. Robots are here and now. I've been to Japan. And I'll tell you what, their toilets are confusing. Music is beautiful. Yes, it is. Why do people go to nightclubs? Because they're all demons, apparently. I'm off. See you when I get home. You will, my love. I love you. Why do people go to nightclubs? Well, here it is, Poppy. The reason they go to nightclubs is because they are tranced. They're in a trance by the devil, and they use the devil's tools. The devil's tools being drugs. That's what happens in nightclubs. But yet these truthers also use them too. Definitely. So that could also be a devil's trait. So do they believe in God, or are they following the devil? Because I don't think Adam and Eve sat there with a joint in their mouth, did they? No. I mean, she got wronged, or one of them got wronged for eating a pig and apple. Hang on a second. You know, so what was it? I think it was Adam that ate the apple. And he got wronged for it. Do you know what I mean? They got said, don't eat the apple off the tree, and then some serpent came along, some snake in the grass, said eat the apple. So one of them had an apple, and they got battered for it. When Warren Jeffs was on the run, he took his favourite wives to strip clubs and lived the high life. I don't know who Warren Jeffs is, but yeah, cool for him. Might be a typo there. So yeah, back to this 1984. I believe the government was going to send us back there. And what happens is in the film, if you've not seen it, these people, long story short, why have Adam and Eve, you got belly buttons in picture. Right, to answer that question, the reason that happens is because it is learned behaviour. But then, yeah, where's the umbilical? Belly buttons are attached to an umbilical cord. Umbilical cords are attached to the womb. There's a program on about Netflix. Let me get back to 1984. Stop commenting. So I believe that the government and the authorities were going to send it back to 1984. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Long story short, people they went to work, they clocked in, clocked out, did what the government did, what Big Brother said to do. Sat in their little cubicles, and they got newspapers, and they'd rewrite the newspapers. All right, and then they'd say, okay, this line here needs taken out, and then they'd remove it. And they started off with the dictionary. Okay, so I forget what they called it in the film, the spoken word or some spoken word book. So they've taken the dictionary from a dictionary to this, and in the film it says it's going to get smaller, so limiting what words can be used. And I thought that was going to be the government and Parliament and the authorities and the police and the fire brigade and da-da-da-da. I thought that was going to be them. My belief, my truth hath changed. It's the truthers. They're the ones that are going to send us to 1984. They're the ones that are going to limit what we can actually say. They're the ones that are going to put us in cubicles. You do it my way or the highway. Don't speak your truth, speak my truth. You know, worship this thing, this a deity. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be the truthers that are going to send us all back there. I think it's the truthers that might actually start a war, and we just get caught in the middle of it. And their war will be for freedom. Freedom! That's true, John. I'll come back to that in a second. So their war is going to be for freedom, while condemning people that don't agree with them. That's 1984. Yes, that is true. Don't you dare. So yeah, they do. In Japan, there is a word for example, I only know the word no. And what they do is that rather than saying the word no, they'll do this, or they'll make an X. Yeah, you better not, Helen. You better not jump on that bandwagon. No, you can if you want, because right there, I have just condemned you, and I have just said that you aren't allowed to do something. Therefore, I'm 1984. So no, if you want to go and do that, go do that. Just don't post on my profile ever again. Unfriend me. No, I'm joking. But, you know, if that's something you want to do, then do it. You know, yeah, do it. So yeah, they do this. There is a Japanese word for no, but they don't say it because it's impolite to say it. So yeah, that's true. But look how futuristic Japan is. I was there for 6 days and I didn't see 1 ounce of litter. I also didn't see one litter bin. I also didn't see any dustmen. And I'm going to get a crew hat. Who is it called? Someone calls it a screw hat. YouTube channel what? EH space what? WHAT. Subscribe, have a watch. There's also another channel, Blake Wood. Subscribe to that one as well. Yeah. I've got to give a shout out to my mate Mohammed Shafiq. Mohammed Shafiq, go onto his channel. Very talented person with his editing. Very talented. So yeah, subscribe to those channels as well as the Bearded Opinion. All right, look, I've talked my backside off today. So, truthers, if you're watching, this video isn't a dig. This video is me asking questions that I need answers to. Your son's got a Wayne t-shirt and you've hidden it away. Cheeky. So yes, go and subscribe, and yes, truthers, this isn't a video dig. I had to get this stuff off my chest. It wasn't me. Somebody said more like doofers. Oh, crew hat, screw hat. Screw that. So yes, truthers, if you have any answers to any of my questions, I'm more than happy to YouTube with you. I'm more than happy to video call you. I'm more than happy to do a live so you can actually answer my questions. Because again, this isn't a dig. This is just me saying, help me out. Help me understand where you are coming from. Because if I don't know, then I'm fearful of the unknown. But you might turn me around. I like doing that. I'm joking. That's a joke. They might turn me around. They might turn me into a truther if they can help me understand where they're coming from. And that's all I want to do is understand. I'm sick of the back and forth. I'm sick of the tit for tat. I just want to understand where they're coming from. Because I'm sure that will also shed a lot of light onto what they're saying. And it will also stop the lunacy and people mocking the lunacy as to what's going on. I'm calling it. Any truther out there, anybody, any truther, you label yourselves a truther, you associate with truthers, please hit me up. Well, let's have a conversation. Answer my questions. We'll go live. We'll do it so that everyone can do it. I'll even turn the comments off. Or we'll just ignore the comments. But I want answers to these questions. Final question to a truther. Where do you do your research? Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I will, that's just my bearded opinion. And I'll see you on the next vid. Bearded opinion. Next live I do might be on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Click the bell icon so you don't miss anything. If you've got any suggestions on videos, let me know, and I will quite happily do videos for you. As you can see from the greyness, I do have a lot of experience, not only in life, but also in eating as well. The Big Book of Truths. Is that a real thing? I've heard of the never-ending story. So yeah, anything you want to, you'd like a live on, anything you'd like just a different opinion on, then please inbox me. You can find me on Twitter as well. Send me a message on there if you want to. I'm more than happy to chat. So yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you. And just know that if I don't answer your message straight away, that I will answer your message. I promise. All right. If I don't answer your phone call straight away, I will answer your phone call. I promise on Facebook. All right, because I don't give my number out to nobody. Only a couple of people have my phone number. That's it. My number's only given out. So if anybody's giving my number out, I know it's somebody in my phone book. All right. Other than that, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I'll see you on the next live or on YouTube live. Dun, dun, dun. That's it. It's off my chest. I feel lighter. Fucking wish I did.